what are some key points that people who are unfamiliar with their astrology chart could look at if it's
Well,
something they're uncomfortable with?
I will say that if you are on a religious path that says, don't do that, that's evil or that's bad or that's going to take you off your path, you might want to listen to that. There are not many in my community that say that, but I think that's true because not everything is for everybody. But I would suggest, if you are curious about it and if your life will allow it, to have a natal chart drawn up by somebody that you are drawn to. It can be Vedic astrology, which is East Indian. It can be Hori, Hoary, Hori astrology, which is pretty much Western. I hope they may correct me on that. But if you have somebody that can draw up a natal chart, you can even do it online. You can get free natal charts. What you will see if you do it yourself you will see a graph that is just wackadoodle. Looks like a clock with all these lines going all over the place. But they will usually give you an explanation of it. What is in your first house? Your first house is your personality. Your second house, ruled by Aries. Your second is Taurus. That is your values and your money. Third is Gemini. A fourth is Cancer. It goes on and on and on like that. It's very complicated, actually. I'm not an astrologer. Oh my God. I know enough to be dangerous. They say probably radioactive at this point, but I can guide people to get the help they need if it's appropriate. But if you read out your chart, if you got one done online, you'll see a lot of contradictions. You might have something in your moon that is totally the opposite of what's going on in one of the houses. Well, how's that possible? We are dichotomous. Humanity is complex. Life is complex. And many of those things are conflicts that we come to work on or to work out. Can you also do that through a religious, spiritual path? Yeah, you can. There are many ways to the Godhead, so to speak, and all roads lead to Rome. But it depends on the one that you're talking about and talking to. Astrology is a soft science. It will tell you the weather, but what's not going to happen. And you may get different interpretations, although the basic interpretations are pretty solid. Does that make sense?
It does.
The first time I got an astrology chart done, I was probably 22. I thought, well, I'm a mess. I'm lost. There's no hope. What the hell? What am I supposed? I can't fix all this. So me being a master fixer, fire sign, I was running around trying to fix everything. Well, of course I made things worse, but I was a child working with adult forces. So you need help. I've got an astrologer that I love to use, and I'll even tell you her name. Is Barnstormer Astrology and Tarot. Sue Schofield. She is in Chehalis, Washington. I've known her for, oh my gosh, 30 years. She takes in Siberian Huskies that are unwanted everywhere else. She is a master astrologer and she calls herself the kind astrologer. But it's Barnstormer Astrology and Tarot, Sue Schofield. I would trust her with my life. I've known her for a very, very long time. There are many, many good astrologers out there, and they will all have a little different take. So it's like a buffet. Find out what works for you, but pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention to what makes sense for you.